So, what we now have on the screen, the top one says, implement RCIA adapted for children and youth. Infuse its values into Sacramental ketchup. So, parishes do sacrament ketchup. Kid comes in 4th grade, didn't get first communion. 6th grader comes in unbaptized. Now that should be RCIA adapted for children. We have more and more messy situations, do we not? They're not baptized, they're baptized but uncatechized, they're 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, whatever, and we've got to figure out what to do with that. Messy, complicated, high labor. We have not enough resources, not enough people, and then we've got this, oh my gosh, this family is complicated. Now what do we do with that? Because what I say here is pastorally embrace those on the margins. Listen, care, accompany. Don't tell them to come back in August. They are Jesus knocking. So we have more high labor situations and not enough bandwidth to deal with them. This is where I think we need to find beautiful people in our parish to accompany those on the margins. Okay? I think we have too many good families, good people sitting on the sidelines. And they can't be a catechist, you know, because I can't do every Wednesday or whatever. But you can somehow accompany, embrace a family that's somehow coming back to faith. A single mom and her 2 kids, they just went through a divorce. She's now reprioritizing and finding her way back to God. You know, it's February, and we say, you know, we'll plug the kids in August. No, we can't do that. We need to find a creative, flexible way to minister to people on their timeline, which is God's timeline. They are the face of Christ coming to us. And we need to creatively find ways to minister to them, rather than fitting them rigidly into our boxes. And it's easier that way. It's cleaner that way. I get it. I understand why we're tempted to just say, look, we don't have anything now, but we will in 6 months. Or taking a child, taking a family that really should be in a catechumenal process and just slotting the children in Sacramental ketchup. I get that. And we do the best we can with what we got. So I'm giving you slack there. If you end up having to slot somebody that shouldn't just be slotted in Sacramental ketchup, okay. But then Sacramental ketchup should not be some remedial cram job that's like, all right, you're in 6th grade, you're going to be in with 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, and we're just going to blow through a lot of stuff so that you can get in with 7th grade. That's not healthy. That's not good. That's going to be a painful and unpleasant experience for that 6th grade boy or girl. So what can we do? I created a children's catechumenal ministry, and I could, if we have the time, explain to you what that looked like. It was heavily parent involved. We did not do it separate from the parents. I mean, we separated them out, but it was very family oriented, because we want to move the needle with the family, with the household, not just with the child. We do great ministry with the child and return that child to an unevangelized house. It's water off a duck's back. It'll just go back to the default mode. This is where we have to focus on parents. In the normal program, and with special situations, Sacramental ketchup or catechumenal families, we have to involve parents and try to foster conversion in them. Otherwise, mostly what we're doing, the good work we're doing, is for naught. Yes?
How do you get those parents to be involved? Because you can give them the thing, whatever you need to do at home, but they're going to sit the kid down and say, sit down and do this and talk to me when you're done. How do we know they're actually getting?
So, are you asking for general programmatic or?
With the Sacramental ketchup.
All right. All right.
or any technology.
Constantly calibrating. Let's do a quick on children's catechumenal ministry. And what I did, using the instinct that if we don't impact the parents, this is wonderful and it'll end up getting us nowhere. Tomorrow we'll talk more about how we move the needle with parents broadly in a program. Parents who are, kids are in through the grade levels. So we built children's catechumenal ministry, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and then there's youth ministry doing youth ministry catechumenal stuff. And we took in both catechumen children and candidate children. And I don't want to get into the whole Easter Vigil and full initiation, all that. We don't need to get caught up in that in this conversation. The mechanism I designed was every Sunday, for the first 3 Sundays of the month, children and parents were to attend the Mass with the RCIA candidates, the adults. And the children would be dismissed at the dismissal, just like the adults. And the parents were at Mass. Children would go, and they would engage in catechesis across the parking lot in the school. Found a great person to do this ministry because we don't want just anybody, we want somebody really gifted. And then the parents would come over after Mass for coffee and donuts, and I think they ended up providing for themselves, so it wasn't really hard. And I provided them an adult catechist to facilitate the breaking open of the Word. So they would then look at the lectionary readings, the gospel in particular, that they had just heard in Mass. And they would do adult sharing on what this might mean for our lives. What is Jesus telling us here? How to be family, how to be friend, co-worker, how to live in the world. What are the challenges, what are the invitations? They really loved that. They loved that, let's say, 20-minute block of time they had to do faith sharing around the lectionary, the gospel in particular, while the children were still doing their faith formation piece. Then there would be a 15-minute integration part where they would all come together in the school library, and they'd be together, and the parents would hear what the children had done, and would be given what we're asking the parents to do with the themes and questions for that week. So here's what we're going to ask you to be talking about as a family until we gather next week. It's integrating parents and children. That's Sundays 1, 2, and 3. Sunday 4 was a Sunday evening, and that was potluck supper. People bring stuff, and we would pray together, and then we would do some family thing on a topic that would help the family as they move on this catechumenal journey. If there was a 5th Sunday, it was off. So we tried to be impacting parents on their own, children on their own, and then parents and children together. And the interesting thing is that consistently at the end of the process, 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 year process for these families, the parents said, do we have to stop coming together now to faith share? They had built community, and they enjoyed it, and they found it life-giving. And those families were going to Mass at a higher rate than our regular already in school families. So there was something in that was working. Now there are different ways to build it. That's the way I built it. Does that help? For that. So we have principles, we have concepts, and then you're smart enough and your colleagues to figure out what can we do with what we have to push in this direction. There's no one size fits all. Great question, thank you. So, Sacramental catch-up should have the feel of a catechumenal experience with parent involvement. If you just try to push on the thread that's the kids, it's not going to lead to very much.